Day 6. Lower abs, lower abs, lower abs, boys. V's, V's, V's everywhere. And not the Bucks in Fortnite. Even though I thought that game was dead and gone. Kid Leroy threw a concert in it, but everyone not liking him right now. Maybe it's because of Rick and Morty got put in it. Justin Rowland could have been why that happened. Okay? And also, your laughs a lie. Leg raises, they don't work. So let's see why. Okay? Your abs work as one unit. And to build the lower ab, you are working the rectus abdominis. Your rectums. Okay, pucker those up, boys. Tighten them glutes. Because the rectus abdominis is just scientifically a six-pack. So glad I don't have to say fucking hate, shut up. I don't want to say that word again, okay? And to train your lower ab, we need to be training the main function of the six-pack, you know, the rectus, which is trunk flexion. Basically, you're bending like a fold-out chair. You know, the ones they use in wrestling, but you ain't trying to be straight, okay? Or ring box, you know, we're getting married to the pain, boys, married to the game. This is why we don't do leg raises. It works the hip and pelvic muscles instead of the lower abs, okay? And we're not here to get our legs and hips working. It's not leg day, okay? We ain't trying to get the, you know, we ain't hitting that yet, okay? We don't even got girls yet, boys. We can't train that if we don't got them, okay? And to start this one off, throw in some socks, boys. Yeah, you don't got to see my disgusting looking feet no more. So for this, you can either do this with or without a resistance band. I didn't use one because like it's the first time doing this exercise for me. And you're pretty much gliding your feet across the ground. That's why we use socks, boys. And you're trying to bring them to your arms. And I know none of us are that flexible. Like you can see my legs are pretty bent. But it's literally just to fold like a chair, okay? And when your butt reaches the peak of movement, try and bring your hips towards your abs, really crunching that lower ab. And this makes your brain think of that pain, which increases muscle development. And of course, if you look like you're fucking the air, it's a good sign that the movement is looking good. And there's 12 reps of 3. Also, like, real quick, do y'all think like Aang could, you know, the avatar could like jack off with air? Also, how would that shit feel like? Would it be like cold or like... Okay, the proper lower ab leg raise is the leg raise pulse up. It's literally just leg raises and then you're doing a crunch. Okay, this is a regular leg raise, you know, straight and then crunch. And then you're pushing your feet into the air. So you start this straight legs, raising them up, and then crunching and lifting your dumpy off the ground. I know it's hard for some of us because that backside's looking pretty nice. Damn, if I had one of those flotation devices, Jack may have floated away on that Titanic. All I'm saying, I mean, it's looking real bouncy. We do these crunches about 12 reps of 3 and, you know, get the legs, keep those legs straight. And if you really are just dying from this, you can revert it to crunches. Crunches are kind of the same too. Then the alternative exercise is just normal crunches. For pretty much, you're just trying to bring your knees to your face, but don't seem simple enough, huh? Wrong. Nah, not actually. It just feels like the right moment to say wrong. Okay, boys. Okay, so make sure you're squeezing those abs harder than the imaginary boobs that I just put inside of your brain. And your knees are trying to reach your boobs because, I mean, that's just how the movement goes. And make sure that ass doesn't touch the ground. We've been over this. And then do that 12 of 3. And then next we got the dragonflies. Pretty much, this works your entire core. And it looks sick as fuck. That's why you do it. Okay, so just look good doing it, and you know you're gonna be doing good. But this shit is like intermediate as fuck, so if you can't do it, no stress. So you pretty much start off with a crunch and then bringing your legs straight up into the air and then slowly bringing them down to the ground. And you're gonna need something really heavy. I tried my bed, lifted that bitch up, so it didn't work. So we moved to a different room with a really big like drawer dresser thingy that I just put my hands under, and then you slowly bringing that down. And yes, sir, I know you got one of those. If not, well, fuck, bro. I know you got a bed at least. And if you don't, then you're staying over at girls' houses a lot. Wake up making them breakfast because they just paid for that free Airbnb. I'm not gonna lie. I would try and do maybe like 3 seconds minimum of trying to bring your legs down from the peak, or even count 5 seconds. And then you might reach a point where you feel like you're gonna fall. If that's about to happen, move it back into a crunch and then bring your legs to the ground, because I felt like this and it hurt like a bitch on the lower of my feet. So it's just how it be. And then the longer you take and the slower to bring yourself down, the more you're destroying your abs. Good sign, good sign. And then another 12 to 3. And we do this until failure also works, because this exercise just exhausts you and it's pretty hard. It just hurts. And sometimes you're just going to fall, and that's just how it is. And then we're hitting some planks, working all of our abs, pushing myself today to survive a whole song worth of planking. So
why can't I breathe? Why can't I see? Can someone just get me out of me? Why can't I breathe? Why can't I see? Can someone just get me out of me? I bet you've heard it all before. We fuck things up, we're not enough. We ran this shit straight to the dust. Go ahead, grab my hand. Open feels, you hide your mask. These emotions don't look bad. I know that life is fucked, it's already that bad.
Ended off this one with some cardio, did some more skipping. I just really like skipping because like it's a pretty good way to keep constant focus and a rhythm on what you're doing. You stay in a zone and then you just keep that going. And the longer you keep it going, the better it is for your body. So fuck it, just do that. Or run on a treadmill, even walk, don't matter. 10, 20 minutes. The sweatier you are, then you're doing good, okay? Sweatier than Jake trapped in the wood witch's ass. Sweatier than the underboobs of Mitch. Sweatier than the biggest guy in the gym when he gives you a compliment. Okay, boys? You want to be sweating. Kind of like my mat right here. Okay, then we got a cold shower to wrap it all up. Thought it was going to be scary because, I mean, cold showers are always a bit scary. But today, I actually enjoyed that one quite a bit. And then I had a protein shake thicker than thighs. And had a nice breakfast omelet. Nice and easy. Kept it light. And then let me know if you guys want to see like a cooking video or something, like how to get more protein or whatever, because I'm a skinny dude and I'm trying to like bulk-ish. So, and I'm not a chef, so if you see fire in one of those videos, it wasn't meant to be there, and maybe call 911. Signing off, boys. Peace.